People dumber than you are making more money than you, and I know that may sound harsh, but it's true. Look, I've made over 7 figures online in my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K, and I'm telling you, intelligence has absolutely nothing to do with it. And if you just do what I'm about to tell you, your bank account, it'll be bigger than this is it on my face. Look, I'm so serious when I say that people that are dumber than you and people that are not as talented as you are making more money than you. And it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break this down. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you're probably just go off into the YouTube world and start to look at a whole bunch more videos about strategies and how you can make money and stuff, when strategy also has absolutely nothing to do with it. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, go ahead down your wormhole of useless YouTube make money online information. But look, everything comes down to these three things, and it's mindset, making a decision, and pain. That is the only thing that all this stuff comes down to. Starting off with your mindset, I know you might be like, oh, this mindset stuff, this is another mindset fluff video. I'm gonna get off of here and go watch some more videos about strategy and how I can make money. This is how you make money. Look, and I need you to really understand me when I say this. Mindset is so much more important than skill set. It's always going to be mindset over skill set. Let me ask you this. Have you ever tried something before and quit? You can lie to me if you want to, but don't lie to yourself. Now, have you seen anybody else be successful at that same exact thing that you quit? I'm sure that you have. Do you think that is a mindset problem or that is a skill set problem? That is simply a mindset problem. You don't have the mindset that the people that have been successful at the things that you have tried and quit at have. That is the only separator. People that are making a very bare minimum of $10,000 per month online, and I'm telling you this, and it might sound far-fetched to you me saying this, $10,000 is easy to attain. In today's day and age that we have, with the power of the internet and these compact devices that we keep in our hands every single day, which is being a cell phone that literally connects us to the entire world, it has never been easier in the entire history of the human race to make 6 and 7 figures and more than it is today. But people have the mindset to it, and they understand that you have to become the person first that is able to do the thing. Where most people are failing at is that they think that they can achieve something, or that they can get a certain money amount or a certain dollar amount, and then they can start working on themselves once they have the money, not realizing that you have to become the person first that is able to attract the money, not even go get the money. And that's a whole nother concept for another video, but mindset is everything. Then skill sets. The number one thing that you need to be working on, and the number one thing that you need to be investing in, is into yourself, your mindset, your personal development, and then acquiring skills. Because the only reason you are not making $10,000 per month right now is because you don't believe that you are the person that is capable of making $10,000 a month right now. You have a self-image problem. That is mindset. We cannot achieve anything that we do not think we can achieve. We do not achieve anything when we do not see ourselves as the person that is able to do it. And why do you not see yourself as the person that is able to do it right now? Because you are not that person right now. And you think you will become a different person once you get your goal, once you attain what it is that you want to attain financially. No, you got to do it now. And it all starts with the mindset, which secondly leads into you got to make a decision to do it. And you can only make a decision to do it once you have the proper mindset to do it. You got to stop making choices. And where most people are failing miserably is that they are out here making choices each and every single day, each and every single week, each and every single month, and each and every single year. They're making choices. You need to start making decisions. And here's the difference between a decision and a choice. Choices, they have options. You need to eliminate every single option and start making decisions. Decisions, they are definitive. It ain't no option with a decision. This is what I'm going to do. You need to draw a line in the sand, stop negotiating with yourself, and be willing to die behind that decision. I fired my job April 1st, 2016. I made a decision to fire my job on April 1st, 2016. Once that decision is made in my mind, that's what we doing. I've never made $1 for myself as an entrepreneur before I fired my job. I don't recommend that you do that. I'm a little different. I'm a little psycho when it comes to this stuff. But mentally, once I burnt the bridges, once I burnt the ships, and it's no returning unless I win, the hustle got different. And I started to make the money because I gave myself no other option. I'm not saying that you have to go to those extremes, but you have to make a decision mentally and stop negotiating with yourself and say, I am going to make a bare minimum of $10,000 per month. That's it. And here's the thing about when you start making decisions, instead of making choices, it makes your subconscious mind start to work with you. Your mind is such a powerful thing because, listen to me, and I really, really need you to understand this. Your subconscious mind is so powerful, but you don't have any control over your subconscious mind. You have control over your conscious mind, but as of right now, the person that you are right now, you don't really have any control or any power over your subconscious mind. So you have to start to train your subconscious mind to work in your favor, because your subconscious mind is more powerful than your actual conscious mind that you do have control over. And you're not getting everything that you want right now because you are attracting the wrong things with your subconscious, and you're not even aware of it right now. You have been set up for failure and non-success since you were a child. You have been told every single thing that you cannot do since you were a child, to whereas you don't even know what it is that you can do right now. You're not confident in what you can do right now. But guess what you are very, very, very confident in? You're very confident in everything that you cannot do. Think about this. Since a kid, you're a baby. Your parents, your uncles, your aunties, your grandparents, they tell you, don't touch that, don't do that, don't run that fast, don't jump on that, put that down, don't touch that, no, stop. You go to school, don't do this, you can't do this, don't run, don't touch that, don't do this, don't sit over there, don't stand there. And then the school system really fucks us up too, because you have a messed up perception of failure. You think that failure is a bad thing, when failure is a great thing. Because guess what? The only way that you learn what works is by learning what doesn't work. And how else do you figure out what doesn't work except for failing? But the school system told you that failing is bad. When I was in school, I had to be right 92% of the time to be considered great to get an A. If I was right 64% of the time, that was a F. I failed. But out here in the real world and in the business world as an entrepreneur, if you get stuff right 64% of the time, you're probably the richest person that has ever walked God's green earth, or God's blue earth. I don't even know, why do we call it green earth when it looks blue from outer space? Because it's majority water, but that's a topic for another day. Failing is good. And the separator that people that are making at least $10,000 per month is that they hurry up and they get to the failure so they can figure out what doesn't work, so they can pivot and maneuver and figure out what doesn't work. Not so they can quit because they've already made the decision to make it work, but so they can hurry up and pivot to get to their destination. Our goals, it's just like a GPS. When you get in your car, you don't just get in your car and drive around with no destination, do you? You either already mentally have the destination set in your mind, or you put the directions into the GPS. Now, if you put the directions into the GPS or in the Google Maps or Waze or whatever app it is that you use, right? If something is going on the street, or if something is going on the highway or the interstate, that GPS, what will it do? It will see that, it will correct itself, and it will take you another route. It'll say, oh, traffic's here, so you gotta go this way. Oh, there's a car crash here, so you gotta go this way. But guess what? It's still taking you to your destination. That is the same exact thing that we have to do with our goals once we actually make a decision to do it. Your mind has a success mechanism already placed in it. This is something that has been granted to us, and we are blessed by God to have this success mechanism. When we put our mind on our actual goal, our conscious mind, as well as our more powerful subconscious mind, will figure out a destination to it. But you have to tell it where it is that you're going, and you have to be definitive about where it is that it's going. And you are going to, listen to me, you are going to figure out a way to get there once you put your mental GPS on it, no matter what obstacles comes up. Just like when you get in your car, your GPS, no matter what obstacle is on the street, it is going to get you to your destination. It is impossible for you to not get to your destination when you get in your car to drive somewhere. I don't care what is happening on the streets. I don't care what is happening on the roads. I don't care how many car accidents it is. That GPS is going to get you there. Your mind will do the same thing once you make the decision to do it, but you got to decide. Ain't no negotiating. Draw a line in the sand and be willing to die behind that decision. And let me tell you one thing about how your subconscious mind works too, and it's so powerful once you realize this. Let me ask you this, and let me know in the comments if this has ever happened to you or not. I'm sure it has. Have you ever been having a conversation with somebody and there was a name on the tip of your tongue and you couldn't remember the name to tell the person in the conversation? And then just randomly, like a random Tuesday, a whole week later, the name just randomly pops into your head. And you're like, Tiffany. That was the name. The name I was trying to think of a week ago was Tiffany. Has that ever happened to you before? Your subconscious mind, once you introduce a problem to your mind, your subconscious is constantly working on coming up with a solution to that problem nonstop. That is why you 1 week later come up with the name where a week prior you couldn't think of it. I know the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me. It'll come to you because you've introduced a problem for your subconscious mind to come up with a solution for, and it's constantly working on that problem 24/7, 365 until it actually comes up with the solution. Then it brings it to your conscious mind and you have it. That's the same thing with making a decision. When you are awake, when you are in conversations with other people, when you are asleep, your subconscious mind is working nonstop on coming up with a solution to the decision that you just gave it of how you are going to make a bare minimum of $10,000 per month. That's how it works. That's why your mind is the most powerful thing, and any strategies don't matter if you're not on the right frequency and getting your mind right. But where most people are failing is that they're making choices instead of making a decision, and your subconscious mind doesn't know what problem to work on because you have not designated a task to it. And then also going back to number one with just your mindset, when you're not in the proper mindset and you don't believe that you can do something, because whether you realize it or not, faith and doubt, they both require belief. They're both belief systems. What people think is that doubt is non-belief. No, faith is belief in you achieving a desired result. Doubt is also belief that you are going to achieve an undesired result. So when you don't actually believe in yourself and you don't see yourself as the person that is capable of the thing, you automatically shut down all of that subconscious brain power to not even come up with a solution because you don't believe that you can do it, or you don't truly believe that it's going to happen. So it's never going to happen because you're not putting all of your brain focus on it, all of that subconscious brain power, unbeknownst to you, that is constantly working on problems that you present to it. You don't believe that you can do something, you doubt yourself, you're automatically shutting off all that brain power. You're automatically shutting off on coming up with a solution to that because your subconscious is like, oh, okay, we don't think that we can do that, so I'm not even going to come up with a way to do it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. So you got to get your mind right, and you got to make a decision instead of making choices. And the third and final thing is that you have to experience some pain. I've been through a lot of pain in order to attain and achieve my goals. Pain is the biggest motivator to get people to move and to get people to take action. It is always going to be pain that is going to make you move. It's always going to be pain that is really, really, really going to get you to achieve those things that people be like, whoa, I wish I could do that. Whoa, what are they doing? Because believe it or not, even though it's easy, as I said, $10,000 a month is to make, there's such a small percentage of people in the world that are making that. Because their mindset ain't right, they ain't making decisions, they're making choices, and they haven't personally been through enough pain to make them move. Pain will make you move more than pleasure. When I fired my job April 1st, 2016, it was pain. It hurt me that some Poindexter looking peon of a man named Dale told me that I could not go home to see my mother over a holiday because he needed me to work. That hurt me. I hated my job so much to whereas I would have to get up an extra hour and a half early just to brush my teeth because the thought of going into work and the thought of dealing with Dale. And if you just think of a dude named Dale, and this is exactly what he looked like. Dale. Glasses, pants pulled all the way up to his titties. Dale. Walk with a stick up his ass and walk fast. Like, why your legs move so fast, Dale? But just the thought of dealing with Dale every single day, and outside of him dealing with a bunch of coworkers that I hated, didn't like being around these people. Outside of one, shout out to you, Jamie, if you happen to be watching this. But the thought of that got me so sick to my stomach to where sometimes I would physically throw up. So I hated going into work so much that every single day, putting the toothbrush into my mouth, some mornings it would cause me to vomit. So I would have to get up an extra 90 minutes early just so I can have that buffer window of brushing my teeth. That's pain. Plus, this is personal for me. I'm really big into superheroes and comic book movies, superhero movies and stuff, right? But all my real superheroes, they're not in movies. These are real people that I saw in real life coming up. My pops, you couldn't tell me my daddy couldn't whoop Superman. But I saw my pops get defeated by the world. I saw so much creativity and ambition get taken out of my superhero from employment and non-opportunities and whatnot. I saw the same exact things happen to my uncles. I saw my mama. You couldn't tell me that my mama couldn't whoop Wonder Woman. You can't tell me that my mama can't whoop Captain Marvel. Like, my mama the shit. But I know it's a weekend and she's supposed to be off, but she's on call. Oh, I gotta go into work. Mama, why can't you stay here? We watching a movie, we having a good time. I gotta go. You gotta go. You're an adult. I thought the whole point of growing up and being an adult is so you do what you gotta do. That hurt me. That's pain. That's a motivator. Plus, even if you just think all these superheroes, Iron Man, Tony Stark, the only way that he became Iron Man was pain. He got abducted, kidnapped. He's in a cave somewhere in the Middle East. He had to escape. He made a bummy looking Iron Man suit to escape. That's pain. Bruce Wayne, Batman, his parents got killed. That's pain. Spider-Man, his Uncle Ben got killed. That's pain, right? And any superhero that you go down, they always have some type of pain moment that causes them to move, to turn them into who they are. What is that pain going to be for you? Because if you've not achieved it yet, you ain't went through it yet. And I can't help you with what is going to be the trigger for you. But as of right now, if you're not making at least $10,000 a month, you're comfortable right now. Whether you want to believe it or not, you can tell yourself all the lies that you want to. Like I said, you can lie to me, you can lie to the world, but don't lie to yourself. You're too comfortable right now. Because if you weren't comfortable, you would do something about it. And you would make that decision and it ain't nothing stopping you, and you will be obsessed about it. Once you're obsessed about that, you make that decision and you get your mind right. That's how you get numbers coming in online in your business, like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more working less from stuff that you already know online with a digital product, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community. For weekly coaching with myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only $47 a month to join right now. That's less than a cup of coffee per day. So click the link down in the description to tap in, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. But I really, really wanted to get this message down to you because I'm like, man, and I'm seeing all this stuff in my comments, and I'm gonna stick my chest out on this. I have not seen another YouTube channel with as much implementable game and strategy that's on my page. I'm willing to stand by that. I don't have the biggest page right now, but I put my content, I put my strategies, I put my how-tos up with anybody's. I know ain't nobody got the stuff I got on my channel. But it doesn't matter what strategies if you don't have these main three things down. And remember, it's always going to be mindset over skill set, because the strategies don't work if you don't have the proper mindset to make them work. It works if you work it. So click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And for all the strategy, all the game that you can actually get some game from and implement today, just check out this playlist right here. I'm telling you, just check it out and just let it run. It's Credit at the Top.